Crypto platform Coinbase is one of several companies in that arena that's looking to expand their reach and, if they can, become a one stop shop for everything in that landscape. To that end, Coinbase has a deal in place to purchase Echo, a platform that allows companies to raise capital using the blockchain. The deal, through various reports, is around $375 million. To give us a sense about this deal and the state of the crypto market, it's a pleasure to be joined here on the line by Wharton Professor Itay Goldstein. Itay, great to talk to you again. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, thank you. It's always great to talk to you.
Thank you. All right, so this deal becomes announced. We kind of see a very interesting crypto marketplace right now. What are your thoughts about Coinbase making this type of a move?
Yes, I think it's very interesting. I mean, it comes on top of other moves that they made in recent weeks, basically acquiring other firms and trying to expand their hold on the crypto market. And again, there is a lot of competition, a lot of new innovation, a lot of firms that are trying to push ahead. And I think this is consistent with this overall trend that we are seeing.
So the component that seemingly is talked about in this deal is that of being able to, I guess, more easily raise capital. Take us into the importance of that component, especially for this marketplace right now.
Right. So, what Coinbase is mainly doing, it's an exchange for cryptocurrencies. And if you want to buy one currency and sell another currency, Coinbase is the place to go, and you can do a lot of these trades there. But of course, there are other aspects to crypto markets, and one is just raising capital for new currencies, for new products. We have seen a lot of it going on up to 2017 in the form of ICOs, initial coin offerings. But then, because it was so easy to do it, there were no obstacles really. There were a lot of these issuances that were not good. There was a lot of fraud. And then regulators kind of put the brakes on that, and we didn't see that being revived since then. There were other forms of raising capital, but not quite the same. And now I think it's coming back. So certainly, with the revival of ICOs and the importance of raising capital more generally, that would be an important part of the crypto universe.
And one of the other points talked about a lot is the regulatory side of cryptocurrency at the moment, and some of the moves made by the current administration, the Trump family, in and around the landscape of cryptocurrency. That maybe there is somewhat of an easing on the regulatory side that is allowing some of these companies in the crypto space to feel like they can make more moves, they can make more acquisitions right now.
Yes, this is certainly a big part of the story. So what we see with the new administration is that they are supporting crypto in many different ways. They have their own products, as you mentioned, but also there is new regulation, new legislation that is basically trying to make it easy, remove some of the regulatory uncertainty, and kind of give a green light to a lot more activity in this arena. And we see that. And I think when you're looking at the revival of a lot of the crypto activities, including the ICOs that can potentially come back, as I mentioned, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that right now there is, at least in the short term, less regulatory uncertainty. There aren't as many obstacles, and firms around the globe, and of course the crypto universe, are basically trying to take advantage of that and coming up with new deals with new products.
And so is the expectation that in terms of capital formation, the blockchain is opening more doors for companies and entities to be able to raise this type of capital using these digital assets as we move forward, that it just has opened another pathway to do that.
Yes, I think this is the expectation. I would say maybe this is the hope. I'm not sure it is the expectation, but it is certainly the hope. When you're thinking about crypto more generally, really, this is an attempt to revolutionize the financial system and have an alternative system where the typical things we did in the traditional financial system can be done more efficiently, and what they are saying, in a more decentralized way. and raising capital is an important part of it. So when ICOs started, the idea was that this is going to be a new way to raise capital. As I said, as it started to boom, we also saw a lot of bad things that are coming with it, in particular the fraud, all these coins that really had nothing behind them. I think in the long run, we'll have to see where this evolves. Right now, they have less regulatory scrutiny and they can do more things. But in the end of the day, there has to be a very convincing use case that is coming out of it. I will say one thing that we see about crypto is a lot of it right now is kind of a lab where they are doing a lot of experiments on different things, different processes. But right now, a lot of it is really just in the crypto world. So, for example, you buy one crypto and sell another crypto. You're using one crypto as a collateral when you're borrowing another crypto and so on. I think the real test at the end of the day is how much this is going to migrate into the broader financial system and whether these innovations are going to have a big effect there.
Well, and that's really been a question, I think, for quite a while, hasn't it, in terms of understanding just how far cryptocurrency will go in terms of its development and really its implementation into the larger financial community as we move forward, correct?
Yes, absolutely. I think this is really the big question mark. As I said, right now it's a little self-referential, right? You're just using one crypto to buy another crypto and so on. And this is what a lot of the trade, a lot of the lending and borrowing is all about. At the end of the day, we'll have to see whether this is really kind of a new way to trade, to raise capital, to lend and borrow. And that's the big test. And so far we haven't really seen it. I think it's a great laboratory. We see a lot of great experiments. There is really interesting technology that allows you to do some things more efficiently, but it hasn't really changed the way that the main financial markets are working.
So I'll finish with this. As this has all developed in the last several years, are there areas that you are focused on that you are anxious to see whether or not they develop?
I would say one of the main things right now that we see in the frontier of all this is stable coins, which is kind of interesting because crypto really started as a way to move away from traditional financial markets, but now stablecoin is sort of promising to keep a peg to a fiat currency like the dollar. But right now, if I had to point to like one product that is really moving forward and seems to have a lot of potential, it is stablecoin. And the question there is how this is going to change money, the notion of money, the use of money, the product of money. And there's certainly a lot of discussion around the world in central banks. What does that mean to traditional money and to monetary policy? So I think that's probably the main thing to watch right now, stablecoin. All the other things are maybe a little more experimental. And again, when you're thinking about, say, the DeFi, the decentralized financial system, so far it is really just bounded in the world of crypto, and we haven't really seen it pushing outside of that. But that would be interesting to see as well.
Itay, always great to talk with you and get your insight. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Itay Goldstein, Wharton Professor of Economics and Professor of Finance.